Welcome back to War Birds, the channel where history, technology, and military power come alive. Today, we are taking you deep into the story of the USS Idaho SSN-799, one of America's newest Virginia-class nuclear-powered attack submarines. And in this episode, we are focusing on a historic moment, its arrival at the Naval Yard and the grand welcome it received from the American people and armed forces. The USS Idaho is not just another submarine. It is the pride of the U.S. Navy, designed to operate silently beneath the seas, capable of gathering intelligence, hunting enemy vessels, and if necessary, unleashing devastating missile strikes. But before it prowled the deep ocean, there was a symbolic chapter in its journey, its first arrival at the yard, where the American flag flew high, and the nation celebrated the birth of a new guardian beneath the waves. Picture the scene. The sun is setting over the naval shipyard, casting a golden glow across the harbor. In the distance, a dark silhouette begins to rise from the water. It is sleek, powerful, and unmistakable. The USS Idaho SSN-799 is arriving. Families of sailors gather along the shoreline, waving small American flags, children on their parents' shoulders, their eyes wide with pride and excitement. Navy bands prepare to play patriotic tunes, and military officers stand ready to salute this marvel of modern engineering. As the submarine glides closer, cameras flash, capturing the moment for history. The black steel hull glistens under the sunlight, and the crew stands tall on deck in crisp navy whites. It's a moment that combines pride, tradition, and the future of naval warfare. For the men and women aboard, this isn't just another docking, it's the recognition of years of training, sacrifice, and service. When the USS Idaho finally reaches the yard, the atmosphere shifts from anticipation to celebration. The American Army and Navy stand side by side, saluting the vessel as it comes home. A giant American flag is unfurled across the submarine's sail, symbolizing unity, power, and the unwavering spirit of the nation. The band begins to play, the Star-Spangled Banner, and the crowd joins in with patriotic voices. This was more than a naval arrival. It was a statement. The USS Idaho represents cutting-edge stealth technology, capable of operating in the darkest depths of the ocean while remaining invisible to adversaries. It is armed with advanced torpedoes and Tomahawk cruise missiles that can be launched from beneath the waves with pinpoint precision. Yet here, as it docked at the yard, what stood out most was not its firepower, but the pride of the American people welcoming it into service. Moments like this remind us that behind every steel hull, behind every advanced sonar system, there are people, sailors, engineers, officers, and families. They are the backbone of America's military power. Their dedication ensures that submarines like the USS Idaho are not just machines of war, but symbols of national strength and security. For the United States, the Virginia-class submarines are the silent hunters of the deep. They can strike enemy targets, track submarines, and carry out special operations, all while remaining undetected. The USS Idaho carries on this legacy, joining the fleet as a formidable asset that will guard America's interests across the globe. But on the day of its arrival, the focus was not on secrecy or stealth, it was on celebration. Soldiers in uniform saluted, families waved flags, veterans, who had once served on older submarines, looked on with pride, seeing the torch pass to a new generation. The shipyard became more than just a docking place, it became a stage where patriotism, power, and pride came together in one unforgettable moment. As the American flag draped across the sail fluttered in the breeze, it told a story. A story of courage beneath the seas. A story of strength that remains unseen but ever present. And most importantly, a story of unity, because every submarine, every sailor, every mission, is backed by a nation standing together. The USS Idaho SSN-799 is now a part of that story. Its journey has only just begun. From missile launches deep under the sea to intelligence missions in uncharted waters, it will serve as a silent protector of freedom. But its arrival at the yard, welcomed with cheers, flags, and salutes, will always remain a defining moment in its history. Here on War Birds, we honor not only the technology but also the people and the traditions that keep the world's strongest navy sailing forward. The USS Idaho is more than steel and power. It is pride, it is patriotism, and it is a promise that America's watch beneath the sea will never falter. Thank you for joining us for this special episode. If you enjoyed this story of the USS Idaho SSN-799, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to War Birds for more stories of jets, tanks, submarines, and the machines that define modern warfare. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies and the seas.